Running never solves anything.
Maybe. There's nothing else I can do. You'll be okay here, you've got the others, but...
We've all done things that we've never been proud of, Blaine, but somehow we've got to find a way to move on.
Sure.
It was so little, that it was obviously that none of us were going to last very long. So I did what I had to do.
Sean?
All I had to do was sleep with the predators, that's all. And in return, we'd survive another few days at least.
Look into the future, what do you see? I really need to know now, is there a place for me? If we're gonna survive, the dream must stay alive.
Authorities are appealing for calm throughout the evacuation process.
I was just thinking about Lauren.
Yeah, I still can't believe she offed herself. She's so weak.
She was just scared and alone and missing her parents. I know I do.
But therein lies the difference. We've got to fight on, we've got to survive. Killing yourself is just the easy way out.
Maybe, but for some, this life is hardly worth living. Just look at all the violence and fighting out there. That's our world, and we're only making a mess of it. I'm just glad that every once in a while I meet some people like us, who remind us that we're not alone and we simply want to live again.
You mean like Sander?
And the rest of you.
So, what have you got for me today?
I've got nothing for you, Alex. I've got more important things on my mind.
Oh, is that so? Oh, it'd be a real shame to tell Grace the truth, wouldn't it? Especially after the high praise you've just been given.
Sander?
What was it? Oh yeah, something about us being different, you especially. I think most guys she's met are just after one thing, but you've been nothing but helpful to her, the real friend she needed. Telling her the truth suddenly seems that much more appealing.
What's this twisted game you're trying to play?
I advise that you take your hands off me.
Sander!
She's not what you think, she's using me.
He's been lying to you since day one. He's not who you think he is. He's a predator.
You're a predator!
He's been lying to us all of the time, pretending he's one thing when in reality he's a predator, one of the most dangerous tribes in the sector. Lauren was afraid of people like you.
You manipulative.
You scum! What's the matter? Not willing to fight me? Or are you trying to take oaths from a sister?
I'm so sorry guys, it's just, we hardly had any food and if I didn't do it anyway, he would have had his own way. I had to do it to keep us together, food to survive.
What? Don't act so innocent. We all know you're telling lies.
You can't trust a word he says, he's a predator.
Yes, I am a predator, and I hid it from you all, but I didn't do anything to Sean, or anyone else. I hate what they stand for, and what they do.
Then why is it that word on the street is Jazz was killed by the predators?
You're a real nasty piece of work, and I hope the others see it before it's too late.
And what's so funny?
Oh, nothing. I was just...
Is this all a joke to you? That was the third time now. You were smiling when Xander left, and again when Grace was comforting you about what your father did to her family.
Get out of my face, druggie. What, did you think that I wouldn't notice? Sorry, but I'm nowhere near as blind or stupid as some of the others.
Drugs?
Oh, what's the matter now? You don't want to talk anymore? You're nothing but a piece of gutter trash. I wonder, have we ever seen the real Blaine? Or have you been on a constant high from the moment we met you? Oh, I'm not even getting started yet. You see, I always keep my eyes open, and I'm quite smart. Comes from a rich education. With the shock of her death, no one paid any attention to the causes of it. Didn't it ever cross anyone's mind just what Lauren overdosed on? Do I have to spell it out for you? She overdosed on Blaine's drugs. Some tribe, nothing but spineless cowards, all hiding our own little secrets. And now they're going to tear you apart. Blaine, no! Blake!
Stay out of the sun.
Someone do something!
Don't worry, I'll get you soon enough. What? You're supposed to be...
What? Dead? Sorry, Knuckles. Maybe you should try doing some things yourself. It's over, Knuckles. Over. Breeze and Xander know what you did, and now it's time that everyone else knew too. When the virus came, we lost more than just our parents. We lost hope itself. We were stranded in a world that had suddenly got a hell of a lot bigger. But somewhere in the chaos there was an antidote. There was a cure. They couldn't mass produce the antidote. The virus saw to that. But they were making the antidote in cities around the world. There was even one here. I found a secret government facility, and there were test vials of the antidote. But that was when the Predators came. They were out to destroy everything of the old order. But Knuckles found the antidote, and he took all the test vials for himself. And then he told the Predators to torch the place. And I barely escaped with my life. And that's when he found me.
I swear to you, Jazz, I'm going to kill you. Slowly.
No, Knuckles. Somehow I don't think so. You're not so big and tough without your Predators with you.
He took the antidote. The one thing that could have saved your parents. He could have saved millions.
An idiot, Xander. Always were. The others were dying. Nothing was going to stop that. It's our world now. Not theirs, but ours.
I just wish I could have done something sooner, but I couldn't. All I could do was use what I knew as leverage, and to make sure that if Knuckles tried anything with me, I'd let everyone know, and I'd crush his little empire. I always knew you'd try and make a move someday. Xander was the first I told. I needed somebody on the inside so that I knew your every thought and every move.
You were never really a predator, were you? Not deep inside.
Traitor! You die alongside her.
No, you don't scare me. You don't scare any of us anymore.
What about them?
I know a lot has happened and it's going to take a long time for us to move on, but we need to decide right now, are we a tribe? We need to decide for Lauren's sake. Are we going to stick together, to fight for all the pain in our lives, to make a life for ourselves?
This is a chance to give it a go. Change sector for the better.
You're right. We all need to make a go of this. This life is all we have.
So tell me, how in the world will we stay alive?